Live. All right, this might be a semi-short, but I'm gonna need to get my coffee because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and Apex has been working hard delivering fucking beautiful content. They're like 4 fucking podcasts, I guess you will call them. But I'm going to explain why I'm going to dominate this NAGA fucking contest. I'm very excited for it. I'm coming out of retirement. Let me go ahead and share. Blah, 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 Coming out of retirement. That shit is too funny, man. Conor McGregor, why do you punch your fucking mascot? And then why did he finish it up the second time? Who is this? That's crazy. I guess I do have some tats. Fake picture. Definitely fake picture. All right. But anyway, we're talking about jiu-jitsu. And feel free to reach out if you wish to talk. This is an open forum. But what I realized upon the jiu-jitsu shit is the game is merely just about wrestling. It's national grappling. What jiu-jitsu people have fucked up is they think that their art is actually useful. Your art is not that useful unless you're agreeing to the confines of a particular type of fight. Like a lot of things with the leg locks, a lot of things with just a lot of jiu-jitsu practices, they just immediately get thrown out the window if you're fighting somebody. You're fighting another human being. And what I love about this grappling thing is that you're rewarded. All right, bring you up. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the show. But what I realize is that you have to look at the systems and look at games and the rule sets that's being asked of you for everything that you do. The rule sets make up the game. See, a lot of people will look like, oh, well, you got no jiu-jitsu. Well, it's like, I don't need jiu-jitsu. This is grappling. There's a particular rule set. I don't care what it is. I look at the rule set and I say, okay, is this to my advantage or my disadvantage? All right. If I get this particular incentive that is being used in this match, I get the advantage. I just got to keep this in my game. Don't fall for the jiu-jitsu bullshit. Hey,
so
how you doing?
You think you're going to dominate the tournament?
Bro, I've done this about 2 years ago. I drove from Cali to Texas, did this exact same event, but I was doing like the beginner stage, no training. Like I've done jiu-jitsu. I know enough to defend myself and block most things and do basic submissions. But what you kind of find out is all submissions is just this guy gave up. He got tired.
Right. I've seen that, doing a little bit of rolling on the ground for sure. I mean, and the wrestling base is going to, fucking help you out, given the fact. You said 5'1"?
Yeah, that's correct. 5'1", 200 pounds.
Yeah. So that's gonna. I guess that's gonna help, man. I'm sure. Like, how's your
It
neck?
feels good.
They're not gonna do a radical fucking neck, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I've done this before, but last time I came there, I was compromised. I fucked my leg up skateboarding, and I drove fucking from Cali to Texas, and I competed, and I ended up winning my division, which was like 180s. Like 180 to 189. Yeah. And I placed like third place in in open weight. I lost to some guy, but like they had me do 5 matches straight, and I got to him at the 5th match. I was already like, my leg was fucked. Yeah, tired, and my leg was fucked, and I was just mentally out the game. And he tapped me.
Yeah,
big ass fucking guy. But it's like now.
Overweight, bro. Yeah, but you should be able to crush your division.
Yeah. Oh, easy. And like I want to see, like they probably won't let me go to advance because I just imagine like brown belts, black belts. I'm just not there yet. The gap is too big.
Yeah.
Because especially with the leg lock shit, I got no answer for leg locks unless I could just run away. But I seen that Gordon Ryan bullshit. I see what they can do. There's no point. I can't compete with that. I got to train a little bit to be able to defend that. If not, I'm fucked.
Yeah, completely. Fucking blue belts, those should be water.
Oh, say that one more time.
The blue belt should be water.
Oh yeah. Easy, because I think to be honest with you, I'm a what's it called, a eternal white belt. I just never stayed at school too long or trained in the gym too long to get promoted.
Right. Yeah, that's hard for that shit. I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah, I'm just not paying you to, like, it makes no sense to me. I just go compete.
Yeah, bro. I can't jerk myself off. Yeah, just go get a couple tournaments. Get your feet wet. This is the best fucking training around.
This is
Going
true.
out there and,
yeah, you either built
bro.
you're either built for it or you're not.
You're either not. You're gonna know very quickly.
Yeah, and that's what I realized when I was going against these guys. I'm like, hold on, these guys are scared. These guys are legitimately scared, and people don't.
They're probably first tournament, and they're out there fucking tail between their legs.
Yeah, but even the guy.
Built different.
Well, yeah, that's what you realize. Well, most of these guys, what you kind of figure out, because like, bro, I forget. I have a football experience. Like, I played football in college. And so I was never the biggest guy. So I was hitting linebackers bigger than me. I'm hitting linemen bigger than me, cutting guys. I have no fear of just a single guy. It just doesn't exist to me anymore. It's been washed out. And so you have to be this way, though, man. Fuck that. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of people don't have that gene. They've never been programmed to learn how to deal with just monsters. Zuckerberg? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very good question. Take out who? You can take out Zuckerberg? Yeah. I don't think it'll be an issue. It'll be something like, it'll be like me playing with them. I don't think people, see, what I try to get people to understand, I'm probably the most athletic non-pro athlete there is walking the planet. Like, I'm like, there's very few people I think that are fucking with me that are just regular people that are not paid to train for a living. There's very few people who are matching me in almost anything. And then on top of that, like, I'm smart. I'm not even trying to be an ass or anything, but I'm a pretty crafty, clever motherfucker. So it's just the odds of me running and coming across that human being and I'm not compromised. It's like, yeah, still enough. So I'm just going to outpace you and force you to fucking just give up. That's the strategy.
So you're on that, what kind of training? You're on that group training, the functionality training, or you're on that?
Oh my god, he stole it from me. He stole my shit. No, I built out an equation. So I got hyped up last night and I started doing some math. Like, okay, I got 8 weeks, so that gives me this much of a cycle I can run and a week of rest. And what I kind of figured out is it's a 5-minute match. So 5-minute matches, I need 45 seconds and 15 seconds of recovery. Now, if I can do that 5 times in a fight, I don't believe there's a human being alive that can take those 4 bursts, at least the first 3, and then be able to finish me afterwards. I just don't believe anybody got the tank like that. And then once I realized the advantage of the point system, which is like once I get up on points, now I can play counter defensive wrestling. Oh my god, there's nothing you can do to me unless I give myself up to you. You're not going to submit.
So you think your endurance is on that level?
Pretty much, yeah. Like it's close to it. I don't get tired that quickly, and I keep a pretty regimented training method now. And then on top of doing construction work, like I've noticed some other advantages. Some natural attributes that have been developing since doing construction. Because you're walking all day carrying heavy shit.
Wait, are you doing construction or are you doing fucking TV mount? Those are 2 very different things.
No, I'm an electrician. I'm a full-time electrician, and then I do TV mount on the side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's back status.
Yeah. So I'm talking. Yeah.
What's up with the Sugar Mama game with the fucking hanging TVs, bro? I'm trying to get in on the
did you get the what you call it? Did you get the guide yet? My course.
Oh, the TV mountain guide. You got one, don't you?
Yeah, that's correct. I gotta put them in the gum roll.
Check it out. So my fucking dad, not my dad, my uncle, he does fucking TV mountain.
Word.
He does the handyman shit out here in Florida. But he just building the shit up. And he's fucked like 2 or 3 chicks off the handyman shit.
Oh my god.
He kind of told me this story. He got like a geek for it. He's bending them over on the counter and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
bro.
Only when they ask for it. He's not like in there trying to.
Bro, let me tell you something. Every fucking time they ask for it, there is no they ask for it. Every time you come in there, if you're about business and you look like you're a fucking a good looking guy, you speak well, they're trying to fuck you. It's not even hard. They make it easy. It's up to you to resist.
Yeah, they got a guy in there. He knows what he's doing. And then, you probably don't end up fucking him. You probably hit him for the 250.
Yep.
On their mount and head out.
Yeah.
Way she better call back.
Yeah, I got a minimum. Like I have a 2K minimum, where I had to get a house at least 2K before I even consider trying to tattoo it. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm willing to take that loss. I can live at the 2K. If I get a house for 2K, I'm happy. Okay, I can live. Let me see what you're talking about.
This is fucking great, bro. Yeah, I can tap into the sauce, bro.
But get into Thumbtack. What's up?
Trying to make an honest living out here. I need to tap into the sauce.
Bro, I'm telling you, if you're a fucking man, if you act like a fucking man in today's age, if you act like a dude's, and you're just willing to do man shit like clean gutters, just basic, simple shit that the average human will not do, you will make a killing out of it.
Like my dad does this shit with his eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna hire my uncle. Whereas little pussy boys of my generation, these niggas are online, OnlyFans, quote unquote managing.
Yeah. It's funny, man.
You know what I mean? So, coming up in these next couple years, man, you know the boomers, our dads are gonna these niggas are gonna fucking die off here, and there's gonna be nobody to do what the fuck they're doing.
I told you.
Guys are gonna be able to rape people on cost.
Oh my, bro! I'm telling every young man who has a fucking a conscience that can talk and think to himself, bro. The fucking world is going to be a shortage on man labor in the West.
Yeah, completely. It's gonna be bad, especially since they're taking all the Mexicans out too.
Yeah. It's all I'm saying. Like you're gonna be like, there's gonna be a new upper class of fucking blue collar worker. There's just like the basic construction guy is gonna be one of the most highest sought after guys. Because here's the other thing.
Aren't gonna know how to do shit. We're gonna be able to fucking take them up the ringer too. Like they're gonna be done for.
Yeah, I'm trying to. And dude, I'm thinking about it. I just want to do a mass takeover, a mass fucking corporate buyout on a bunch of just local fucking electric shops. Like what's up?
Electrician shops.
Yeah, because all these guys are looking to get out, but they're all broke as fuck because they were all undercutting each other their whole career, so none of them made any money. Fucking retards, man. I know. I'm telling you, bro. It's just, dude. I'm telling you. I'm starting to realize the Trajan is bro. It's such a group of dumb people, and it's like
when you're even moderately smart, you can laugh at schools.
Oh my god, it's not even difficult. And the sad thing is, here's the saddest part about it. It's like I want to help them, but they wouldn't even be. They're too resistant to change. They already accepted.
Yeah, they know everything. Oh, you just got into the business. The only reason you're still in the business, dickhead, is because you don't know what the fuck you were doing.
Dude, you're making it despite yourself. That's what I'm starting to realize. Everybody that trades is making it despite them being a terrible business owner.
Yeah, I mean, obviously your work is needed, so like fucking you were never gonna go completely broke, but you could have got rich.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm just like, oh my god, man, bro. It's so funny, man. Because it's like I understand. Like I have a situation, bro. The craziest shit. So I'm at my job on Friday, and a guy comes in. He missed yesterday. He was like apologizing to like one of the foremen, and I'm starting to realize the foreman has no power. It's like whoever owns the shop is the guy has the power. And if he doesn't really care, what the foreman can't do it. He can't fire you. Just go to a different job location. But this guy was like telling the foreman, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. My wife, she just had back surgery, and I got here a little bit late because like she's on her deathbed, like she's really sick. The surgery went bad, but I had to come in today for work, man." He's like, "But today I have to leave at 3:30. I can't stay the full 10 hours for overtime." And the guy's like, "It's okay, man. You're good." He's like, "I appreciate you coming in." I'm looking like, nigga, you tell this nigga to go home? Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Your wife's dying.
Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, you're going to go ahead and work. Like, send him home. No type of awareness at all.
No. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Because I'm confused.
It's not like he's going to be fucking productive. Like, he's fucking his wife's bitches on her deathbed.
Bro, I was working with them, and this dude got mad. I'm on my phone because I'm at the job. I'm like, nigga, y'all niggas pay me $14 an hour. These phone calls and text messages I'm making can get me paid $200 when I leave out this bitch. So no, fuck you. I don't care. Send me home then. I don't care.
Yeah, no, you guys aren't gonna. No, you guys ain't gonna slave labor me. This is fucking. I'm here to hang out. I'm here to supervise.
Exactly. I'm chilling, just doing what I'm supposed to do, doing the bare minimum. You want me to do more? Pay me more.
Bro. Yeah, pay me some more fucking money. Fucking do anything.
Dude, it's to say like I work, but it's like I'm going leisurely. It's like, what's the point of fucking? You don't get a higher pay raise for being faster. You don't get anything for it.
No, they're just like, good job, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pat on the back.
It's like, what are we talking about? But this guy was complaining. He's like, hey man, he's like, you're on your phone too much. He's like my wife is dying and like I'm not on the phone like that. I'm just looking at this nigga like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, why are you here? What are you here for?
Yeah, bro. Come on now. I'm finna do what the fuck I want when I want. I'm booking these fucking
I got business. Mind your own business, nigga. And that's what I'm starting to realize. And like I talked to one of the young bucks on my job. I try to pass that. The ones that actually get it, because like we were talking, and he's like, bro, I don't understand. Why are they doing this like this? He's like, we could just do this. I'm like, bro, it's called sped shit. He's like, sped shit. I'm like, yeah, like special education department. He's like, what? I'm like, bro, let me tell you something about life. 99, almost 90% of the shit that you see out there in the world is it's sped behavior. It's just people not knowing what they're thinking and following some basic directions that they don't know why they're supposed to do it. They're NPCing.
NPCs, complete NPCs. 99% of the world. That's just reality.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, always avoid doing whatever the vast majority of people are doing. Whatever you see them doing, do the opposite, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, and you will be in charge, very short, in short order.
Bro, it's insane. And he's like, what? He's like, dude. He's like, have you ever wrote a book? I was like, man, like, let me give you a blessing with this YouTube. Let me help you out, young guy. It's sad, man, because you start to realize a lot of guys. I think this is what happens to a lot of men. They have a natural inkling like this doesn't make any sense. Why am I doing this like this? But they don't have anybody else to fucking relay this to.
To be like, hey, does this make sense? Because 9 times out of 10, if they say it, the NPC next over them is like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and then all the other NPCs they gather, bro, look at this guy. He thinks logic makes sense. Oh, he's crazy.
Yeah, super.
And so that's what I'm. Yeah.
You plan on leaving the job eventually and just branching out and doing your own shit permanently?
Oh, dude, there's no doubt. I'll probably be able to do it. Here's the dilemma. Here's the problem I'm facing. I have to get this electrical license just because it certifies and it gets me certain things in life that I want. But
completely. Yeah, I understand that. How long does it take to? How far are you?
The bullshit is 4 years. That's the problem. I gotta fucking do it for 4 years, and then I'm free.
You just started, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about 7 months in now. Yeah, we're rolling up on 7 months.
You got to deal with these people's shit for 4 years.
Yeah, oh my god! And so my biggest problem is what I have to try to discover while I'm at this place is I'm trying to figure out who can I find as the smartest guy so I can just be able to work with that guy for 4 years. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't care if I keep getting fired for companies. I don't care. Like niggas really think I care. I'm like, bro, I make money. I make more money outside of this than I do doing this.
Right. And then once you end up getting your license, it's game over.
Yeah, I don't have to work with anybody. And then I shut my own business, and it's just multiple. There's so much money out here, and the older you get, the more skill sets you have, the easier it is to start banking.
If you're not a dickhead.
Basically, essentially, yeah.
Yeah. If you're a dickhead, you're just gonna be sitting around doing the same shit for the next 20 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of building that skill set up. But yeah, man, it sounds like you're on the path.
Bro, we're all on the path. We're all on the path. It just. You got to get your mind to understand that you see the path. That's the hardest part. But once your mind gets there, everything else falls in order. It's impossible for it not. Everything's upstairs. Everything's upstairs.
It's nice not being an NPC. I tell you, man, fucking, it's hard out here pimping.
Hey, you ain't lying, man. Wait, how old are you, my man?
I'm 23, bro.
23? Oh, you just started. Listen, young.
I'm out here right now, bro.
Wait, what city? Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Clearwater.
Clearwater? That's one of those rich areas, right?
Yeah, like Tampa Bay, vacation area, yeah.
Oh my god, bro. You can make such a killing at fucking bro, it's all old folks, right? Like retirement niggas and people just
No, not it's a mix of everything. There's been a population explosion out here. Lots of retirees in Florida for sure.
Yeah.
But there's tons of fucking 304s out here. They're everywhere. It's insane. Yeah, it's a blast out here, man. Fuck it. Yeah, there's tons of money out here too, though.
Bro, yeah, actually, yeah. All those girls, they need somebody to do handyman shit for them.
Definitely, like 100%.
That's gonna be your biggest clientele. But like I'm trying to tell you, man, don't fuck them. I understand the temptation. I understand the temptation. Believe me, sir. Believe me. I've seen some shit.
I already got my base built up, bro. So I'm not even really looking to expand the roster. It's just a little bit of tweaking here and there. Bitches get fresh.
Oh, you know what I mean? Bro, drop all of them. There's nothing you can win with these young bitches. I mean, maybe you can win, but it's gonna be short-term wins. You gotta understand that you're most likely to not in today's age. If you're big on your game, she's not gonna last long. Maybe a year, if that.
Yeah, right. team right now, they kind of understand the game. There's no secrets. Like I'm telling you, like these bitches
Yeah.
get true for me. Like this is what it is. This is what it's not. Like it's all my social media. Like yes, I'm fucking other bitches, bitch. Like so, there's no confusion. I don't got a lot of these bitches about what I'm doing, but I'm not like throwing it in their face. You know what I mean? There's a fine
Well,
line.
yeah, decorum. This is decorum. Well, I don't know, man. I would be brutal. Like what I love, like the point I love when you're dealing with the rotation type situation is like you could be so ruthlessly honest.
Yeah, like listen, bitch, when you leave here,
you could be because it's like I don't. Yeah, it's like it's frivolous. It's like all right, whatever. You leave, you leave. There's always there's still replacement. What gets hard is when you're dealing with a girl that actually gets close to you. Then you're in trouble. That's when most niggas are folding.
Oh yeah, because then they're going to try to put their foot up your ass.
Well, there's like how can I put it? It's like the orbit gets too strong. Some niggas get sucked into how can I put it? It's like her gravity starts to play on you too much. See, when you keep your girls at like a distance, like you always want to keep your chick at a distance in an orbit, just kind of not too deep into the black hole. Because once they hit that event horizon, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're super in trouble. You know, fucking listen, like we don't gotta talk every day. You feel me?
Well, the modern woman, she ain't ready for it. You just getting bad info. Well, not bad info, but yeah. Anyway, what's the fuck I'm about to go into? I forgot running live streams. Yeah, so we have to go into the training aspect with all this nonsense.
Yeah,
I put together basically a certain amount of like weight I need to move, which is equivalent to 600 pounds per whatever it's called. Period.
Okay, I'm looking at this blog shit here now. Cybermaze.
Yeah, and how I got to that number doesn't so much matter, but it basically gives me an idea of like how many reps I can do within a certain time period. It gives me a work rate that I know that I have in the back of my head. Now that number might increase or decrease depending upon like how it actually works out in practicality and reality. But it gives me an idea. And the whole idea, like when I'm starting to preach and training and why I think this is effective, is that you need to be able to have like a set constraint to what you're operating in. See, the big problem with some people when it comes to training is like they're trying to keep exceeding limits. Why do you need to keep exceeding all these limits for? That makes no sense. You're going to eventually get to a stress point where you break your body down. Human beings.
You mean like in a progressive overload type of way?
Okay, well, like some guys just want to infinitely keep growing, like as far as strength. Which I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but there's trade-offs for everything. And so what I try to understand is what are you training for? And that's how I try to break my training into things. Like I have like two modes of training. Like there's the proper just like care, like maintenance, I guess you would call training. And then there's actual like training camp where I have a set
functionality camp training.
Yeah, basically. Like how can I put it? It's like essentially you want to have a set like fighters, the way they work or the way they train horses to run and perform. Same thing with track athletes. You want to have a particular event or a set moment in time that you're going to be competing, so you know how long you need to hold this state. Because high states of athleticism or like peak physique, whatever, they're not meant to be held forever. It's very difficult to. It's supposed to fluctuate. Like it changes with the season. Your body is supposed to be like a metronome to nature, whatever the fuck is going on. It gets colder.
Adapt into what you need.
Yeah. It gets colder, you get fatter. It gets hotter, you get skinnier. There's supposed to be a set wave to it. So I look at all these body optimizers that keep wanting to cut and get skinnier. It's just weird to me. Or the guys that want to keep bulking. Why? I don't understand. What is
super gay.
Yeah, what are we doing here? Makes no sense to me. And so one of the things I'm trying to pick up, explain with the training mechanism. You want to have like create events for yourself. Like it's more of a larger fitness idea that if you want to be in shape, you have to do things that require you to be in shape. There's no point in being in shape just to be in shape. That's the fucking retarded.
That's kind of gay.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I'm just walking around in shape for what the fuck? That's why I kind of laugh at gym influencers. What are you doing?
Yeah, bro. Fucking Bradley Martin types. Fuck are you doing, bro? Walking around going to the gym all day for what? The fucking jerk off your fucking testosterone growing dick? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's confusing. Because it's like, are you carrying things? What are you doing throughout the day that requires all this strength?
Yeah, you fucking going around putting broccoli in little boxes for what?
You work an office job. That's why I don't think you'd be. I don't think you'd be a Chad in office. I don't think it's possible.
No, bro, because this is the whole game. Like, you're not a Chad because you're in the office.
Unless you own the ball, unless you own the building, then maybe I could take that back.
Like, all right. Yeah,
you
it's
build
like,
it.
all right, you're the president of the company. Now I can be a Chad, drive around my fucking Bentley, fucking hot bitch, telling everybody what to do. Unless you're on that level, you're a fucking geek.
Well, no, that's the man. You're still a young guy. Chad, that's not what the Chad is about, man. The Chad is it's about knowing how to kick this shit with fucking guys. It has nothing to do with like you by yourself. It's like you're a Chad. I can identify a Chad by the way he operates within a group of guys. And it's like there's two type of Chads. There's the image of a Chad, which is like I would say most guys, and then there's the actual Chads.
Like an athlete football player, you know what I'm saying? 6'2", boom, boom. He looks like a Chad.
Yeah, it's like that, but like they even like smaller guys, there's certain guys that play the role or the tool of a Chad because they like what the Chad gets them, which is just pussy. But the pussy doesn't do anything for you. The pussy is almost useless. And so it's like I look at Chad like a Chad is like just a fun-loving, competitive dude that likes to talk shit and get shit done. That's what I look at as a Chad. And I don't think most people. I think most guys have lost that innate ability because we don't kick with guys as much any often. No homo.
Yeah, right. They kick it with real guys, bro. Because there's definitely flossy and fake guys. Like it's hard to find a tribe. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because you gotta be doing real shit. That's the problem. The modern man doesn't have somebody to do real shit with for most of his life. He's kind of like even myself. I operate solo most of the time in life, not because I want to, but I've learned to stop working with and identifying with people that they're just not about being productive and doing hard man shit. If they're not, we can't operate together.
All right, yeah, that's your wave. I respect that.
Yeah, but like we have to be able to do something. Like, and I was talking about this earlier in the video. There's an objective when you communicate with people. Like men are very objective-based creatures, so it's very difficult for me to communicate with people if we don't have an objective. If there's not something, whatever. Well, if there's not something for us to commonly work together that builds us either philosophically, spiritually, physically, or monetary.
Think about it, it's just bitches. It's like, all right, or we're gonna go hunt bitches. Like that's what a lot of guys like if they're gonna go out, like if they're scared.
Yeah, it's retarded.
You know what I mean?
Why are we going out to hunt these bitches? What are these bitches bringing to us?
Nothing.
And that's what most man doesn't think. He only think as far as his dick. That's what. Well, I think man has always been like that. But the consequences are not as severe like back in the day, whereas if all you can do is think with your dick, because you end up starving and dying. if you have the drive of most of the modern men have, you'll probably end up starving to death. Because pussy was because pussy was a burden back then.
Reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is complete reality. Well, listen, Apex, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go fucking handle business.
All right, man.
Fuck with me, G.
Yep. Have a good one, sir. But anyway, back to like the idea of training for competition. Training for competition is much more different than training just to be alive. Most people are only just trained just to be alive. And what I was saying with like if you're fat over 20 years old and you haven't developed like the athletic gear, you're never gonna obtain it. You're forever gonna be like unathletic. You'll be operable as a human where you can walk and you don't fucking mouth breathe just as getting tired or whatever. But the trade-off is you'll never be able to just get up and go compete. You won't be able to do a training camp because your body won't have the ability to produce that type of output without a drastic recoil of you just being fucked up and hurt all day. Because you didn't build those necessary fundamental skills to be an athletic human being when you're in that particular development stage. Like you don't get to recapture that. And that's what I mean by working out is so critical because you don't get those fucking years back in missed training methods or missed training days. It's like everything else you can make back. You can make your money back. You can't make your health back. You can't make health and fitness back. Those days that you don't get it working, you just don't get to working and your body suffers for it in the beginning. But here's a benefit. If you train better and more frequently as a young person, what happens is you have a baseline just operating system where you have so much muscle, the muscle forces the other muscle to continue working. And so you just keep developing more muscle. you get heavier and denser as a human being. And because you're heavier and denser, your body has to work more because it just has more to carry. This is why muscle naturally metabolizes our catabolic, whatever. It breaks itself down if you don't eat enough because it can't keep carrying that much weight. It's like a destroy mechanism to make sure that you get lighter so they can carry you further. So that's the thing I'm trying to explain with most people with training. So anyway, get the training method in. 8 rounds for 1 minute, 45 seconds. Go as hard as I can. Rest for 15 seconds and just continue the cycles like that. Hey, what's up? How you doing, Long Pound? But anyway, yeah. My plan is to basically test the guy's like his endurance, because one of the things I figured out about like just fighting is a contest of will and spirit. Who wants to go longer? It doesn't matter about your technique. All your technique can get out the fucking window. It's fucking irrelevant. Technique is only useful if you're fresh and you can still train. As soon as you start to get tired, everything slips. And that's when you catch people. And that's all you got to do is just tire somebody out. Now, the question would be, how fast can I tire another human being out in 5 minutes and be able to secure a fucking takedown and have a winning strategy? That was my biggest idea, what to figure out what to do. And what I've inquired was, if I can merely get the first takedown and get in a dominant position, that will put me up 4 points. Upon putting me up 4 points, if I can force the other guy to engage with me for prolonged periods of time, and I can deny his fucking takedowns, land on top of him, force him to get up again, and just keep doing that where I keep forcing him to get up. Take him down, force him to get back up. Take him down, force him to get back up, and force him to wrestle. If I continue to do that over and over again, by minute 2 or 3, he's not going to be able to fucking submit me because he'll be too tired. His technique will be out the window, which means I'm only going to be able to defeat him easier and waste less energy. So the whole goal is get up 4 points right away, quick as possible, and then just fucking defend and take him down and what you call it? Drop my hits down and complete a what's that word? What's that fucking Jesus Christ? I can't remember the name of the move when you drop your hips. Stuff a takedown. And I just got to tell you to stuff his takedown because he's going to try to grapple. If he tries to grapple, I'm going to be able to get underneath him because I'm shorter, so I have the advantage in that situation. And I can just go sink to a double takedown or sink to a single leg. If he tries to reach out and double leg me, I just move out the way, fall on him, and then I can take his back. If he engages with me at any level, he puts himself in situations where he's in trouble because I'm going to be able to out grapple him, out move. And I can have this reasonable such a reasonable idea. This is that the heavier guys are a lot lighter. I mean, a lot heavier. I mean, they're a lot slower moving, so you can get around them much easier. Now, the whole thing is if they can grab you and get a hold of you, but since they are taller, and I'll probably be the shorter guy in most of my matches, I don't have to worry about them shooting on my hips. Everything they're going to come at me is going to be from the top. All I got to do is make sure I get around and trip them. And since it's 190, I'm a stoutier 190. 190 is not like 200-something pounds. Now, in the open weight, I might have a fucking big problem because if I get a guy who's like 265 or something like that, it's going to be weird to try to figure out how to take this guy down. But he can be taken down too because he's slow. I just got to make sure he doesn't get directly in front of me. I just got to keep angles on him. Keep angles, you keep the winning. But my weight class, I'm going to run through like that. I already know. I have no problem with my weight class. Weight class is going to be fucking easy money. The open weight is what I'm concerned with, is how do I deal with 6'5" motherfuckers that might be 300 pounds. That would be a tough one. But anyway, man, I got to go take care of some business, go get some water, enjoy this fucking beautiful Sunday. Because I put in a lot of work today, man. We dropped like 4 or 5 videos. And we got more videos dropping sooner this week. Peace.